Episode 570.
Don't make it sound like I'm definitely going to die.
Just a friendly reminder.
Then your silver weapon must be even more valuable, right?
Can't worry about that now.
Me too.
So you absolutely cannot die.
Absolutely.
Then why aren't you running?
What's it to you?
Chen Guo snapped angrily. She didn't need to send any in-game emoticons. She just turned her face to show Ye Shu exactly what she thought.
All right. Just keep up.
Ye Shu didn't press the issue.
It's not that I don't know my limits. I just wanted to stay and fight with you. It's just a game. Dying once doesn't matter, so don't take it so seriously. You can totally be the bait for me, no problem at all.
You talk about having self-awareness, but what value do you even have as bait?
Do you have to be so brutally honest? Seriously.
Jump onto the stone marked 1456856.
Ye Shu suddenly said, his tone turning grave and focused. Chen Guo hesitated for only a moment. Then, without a second thought, she found the coordinates. Sure enough, there was a large boulder. She immediately ran toward it.
It's a tricky jump. You'll need the highest point. Let me check your load.
As Yishu spoke, Chen Guo opened the panel. He leaned over to take a quick look.
Your encumbrance is a bit high. What are you carrying?
Oh, just some spare gear.
The ever-bold Chen Guo immediately opened her inventory, selected a few pieces of gear with a few clicks, and tossed them right out. The weight on his character sheet, of course, had dropped a notch.
How's it going?
Chen Guo asked Ye Shu.
What a waste.
In the middle of his aerial gunner maneuver, Ye Shu's Lord Grim didn't hesitate to force a landing with a silver light slash, swiftly scooping up all the equipment Chen Guo had tossed aside. Chen Guo was left dumbfounded. She seriously wondered if the guy next to her had ever truly been a glory god who'd seen the big leagues.
All right, the weight's good. Now go jump. It has to be the highest point. Find your footing right here.
Ye Shu called Chen Guo over to look at his screen, then clicked his mouse on a specific spot high up on the massive boulder. Chen Guo switched back to her own screen, quickly found the right spot, rushed to the base of the boulder, jumped, fired her cannon for a boost, and then promptly slammed into the rock and slid right back down.
Mind your angle.
Chen Guo tried again. This time she didn't hit the rock, but her angle was far too cautious. She ended up not even touching it, failing once more. Chen Guo glanced back. The three were closing in fast, and anxiety gripped him.
What if I can't jump up?
You'll just end up a clown, getting laughed at by the enemy.
Chen Guo grew anxious at the thought. The third time, he succeeded on the first try. Landing on the rock, he was a bit dazed, thinking to himself, how did I manage that this time?
And then?
But he asked quickly.
Step back. Further back. Hey, further. That's it.
Ye Shu directed her. The rocky slope was massive, wide and flat like a platform. Chen Guo obeyed, having chasing haze back up step by step. When Ye Shu finally called for a stop, she realized she could no longer see the scene below at all.
And then?
Wait for my signal.
Chen Guo sat ramrod straight, her right hand on the mouse and her left on the keyboard, prepared to execute the most complex maneuvers at a moment's notice. She desperately wanted to see what Ye Shu was doing over there, but she knew the opponent was close now. Ye Shu's arrangement for her might be a crucial part of the plan, so she didn't dare get distracted as she stared at her own monitor. Her view was completely blocked by the edge of the massive boulder. Chen Guo couldn't see a thing, but the sounds coming through her headphones grew clearer and clearer, the rapid footsteps drawing nearer, the rhythmic gunfire closing in. Chen Guo recognized the sharpshooter's aerial gunplay technique. They'd caught up. They were probably right below her now. Could it be that if I just take a few steps forward, I'll be in a position to attack them from above? But Chen Guo didn't dare move. She didn't understand Ye Shu's intent with this deployment. Perhaps she was being placed up high as bait, with Ye Shu planning some follow-up move. But as Chen Guo panned her view around, not a single attack struck the boulder. This boulder is too high. For those 3 classes, neither a spellblade nor an elementalist could get up here. As for a sharpshooter, relying solely on aerial gunfire, the recoil isn't as powerful as a hand cannon's. They couldn't reach this altitude either. Unless that sharpshooter also learned the mechanics skills for vertical ascent and descent. Chen Guo was lost in her wild speculations when suddenly, the rhythm of gunfire from below intensified dramatically. The shots came in an almost continuous stream, clearly no longer just aerial maneuvering, but a full-blown firefight. At the same time, a streak of fire shot skyward. Chen Guo couldn't see the whole thing, but she caught a glimpse of the flash. Clearly, the enemy elementalist had made their move. If she could have resisted looking at this point, she wouldn't have been Chen Guo. Chen Guo didn't dare move her own character, though. She just turned her head to look at Ye Shu's screen. From Ye Shu's perspective, it was a chaotic storm of bullets and wild spells. Chen Guo watched anxiously for half a minute, but she couldn't make heads or tails of it. Once Ye Shu got serious, his character's perspective shifted far too rapidly. Chen Guo couldn't discern his intentions, much less grasp the situation he was in. But at the very least, she could clearly see Lord Grimm's health and mana values. For now, the situation looked pretty good. Chen Guo desperately wanted to do something, anything, but she didn't dare make a sound and disturb Ye Shu. The screen on that guy's monitor was spinning so fast it was dizzying. The unspecialized class really does have a dizzying array of skills. Chen Guo would often watch the screen spin several times before it suddenly clicked. Oh, so that's what kind of attack the guy just pulled off. Unable to make sense of the screen, Chen Guo finally found a clever solution. He started watching Lord Grimm's coordinates. At least from those, he could finally figure out which way the guy was moving. The major coordinates flashed with some restraint, but the minor ones changed like a ticking stopwatch. Chen Guo still couldn't make heads or tails of it. Just then, Ye Shu's left hand suddenly shot out toward her as he called out,
Hand me the mouse.
Chen Guo froze, then hastily snatched her hand away from the mouse. Ye Shu grabbed Chen Guo's mouse with his left hand, while his right hand went to the keyboard, as if maneuvering for position. At the same time, he called out,
Piercing shot.
Chen Guo was a bit stunned, but hearing Ye Shu's shout, she quickly performed the stinger shot. Then she saw Ye Shu's left hand take control of her mouse, adjusting the direction and angle, and the stinger shot skill was launched.
You can even do it like that?
It left Chen Guo utterly petrified.